Hey guys, that's Subtitle here, and in this video, we're going to be doing BBL Week 1 against the LYM Lotties, and so, as you guys know, us, the Seattle Siglifs, have Marshadow, Corviknight, Clefable, Charizard X, Neoqueen Zarude, Starmie, Regieleki, Snorlax, and Cryogonal, and my opponent has Mewtwo, Mega Heracross, Indeedee, a very scary combo. Sylveon, the better Clefable and Ubers. Um, Tentacruel, Crocodile, Noivern, Cobalion, Starina, Frostlass, Emolga, and Magmortar. And so, things to worry about. Emolga, because Mortar Drive stops Regieleki, and they can U-turn into Mewtwo and clam a kill. I'm afraid of Mewtwo and Indeedee. I'm afraid of Sylveon because I'm I'm afraid of Sylvie because once Corv and Neoqueen are gone, I kind of straight up lose to Sylvie. I'm scared of Scarf Noivern because it can outspeed Marshadow if I don't run Scarf. But yeah, so let's get into it. And so the first one we are bringing is Mega Charizard X, also known as Char Axard. And so my main goal for this mon is to get 2 Dragon Dances up and hopefully sweep, because I did the calc and at plus 2 should Oko everything they have, which is nice. Mewtwo is a threat. I'm speed creeping. I guarantee outspeed Mewtwo at plus 1, not including if it's gonna be a Scarf or not. 216 HP, 100 attack, 96 defense, 96 speed. So yeah, I outspeed Mewtwo. The rest is mainly for bulk, for Crocodile, and like 100 attack. Dragon Dance, Forever Strong Claw Boost. This kind of rips my opponent's entire team. Next mon my opponent has is next one we are using is Neoqueen. Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Sub. Basically anything that's not Mewtwo or Indeedee I sub on, and predicting Indeedee or Mewtwo would come in, I would Sludge Wave, Earth Power, or Ice Beam and claim a kill. Ice Beam's only there for Noivern. Sludge Wave, and Earth Power do a lot of damage to my opponent's team, because like Magmortar, Earth Power, Emolga, Ice Beam, Frostlass, Sludge Wave, Starina, Sludge Wave, Cobalion, Earth Power, Noivern, Ice Beam, Crook, Ice Beam, Tentacruel, Earth Power, Sylveon, Sludge Wave. Like, it just rips my opponent's entire team, and Mewtwo does want to take a hit. Okay, so that's Neoqueen. Next mon, Zarude. As you see, this is a weird spread. So we kind of just straight up lose to Mewtwo, which is not fun at all. U-turn, Darkest Lariat, Power Whip, Rock Slide. So fun fact, this takes 3 Fire Blasts from a non-life form Mewtwo, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, U-turn for Pivot, Darkest Lariat for just big damage, Power Whip for the for the Crocodile, and Rock Slide for the Noivern and the Frost. Well, and the Magmortar. And yeah, that's and also the Emolga. Okay, so that's the route. Next one we were bringing is Starmie. So this invest is basically I basically outspeed everything at plus 1 with Rapid Spin. My main goal with this was to get the plus 1 in speed, and Oko Croak with Surf, Tentacruel with Side Shock, Noivern with Ice Beam, and basically those are the three times I've seen. But yeah, those were 3 very big threats to my team. So that's that. Next mon is, I think, Marshadow. Yes, it's Casper the Marshadow. We are 240 speed, 252 attack, and 16 HP. I think we are speed cut for Noivern, I believe. A non-scarf Noivern with Ice Punch, Poltergeist, Shazing, and Close Combat. So pretty decent. A no item mon could kind of destroy me. You should have. That's not good. Last and final mon is Corviknight. Enough HP to get as much maximum leftovers recovery. Some defense, and max Sp.Def for that again for that Mewtwo, because it's that scary. So that's gonna be that's gonna be the team. So again, Charizard kind of rips my opponent's team. This is my main win con. Nidoqueen, I can click a button. Zarude clicks, well, is supposed to answer Mewtwo. Starmie, Psyshock, like, supposed to do well. Colbert is the guaranteed live and knockoff from Crook, which is awesome. Marshadow kind of rips my opponent's entire team. And Corviknight, to take hits. And so, that's gonna be my team. And now let's go to the battle. And we are at the battle. I kind of edited the OBS settings. I hope they work well. And so my team, as you see on top, my team, as you see, is Megazord X, Nidoqueen, Marshadow, Zarude, Starmie, and Corviknight. And my opponent brought the Mewtwo, which I was extremely scared of. The Crocodile makes sense to be defensive, to handle Charizard X. Sylveon, yeah, it kind of just a Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, Hyper Voice, kind of rips my team. Mega Heracross, yeah, I saw that coming for Marshadow and like for Neokun, but I believe Corviknight should kind of handle Heracross, so that's good. Noivern can kind of if it's Scarf, that can be scary, and Indeedee can be scary with Expanding Force along with Mewtwo. So I have the calc here for my team, and so I'm just gonna see. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna play. I'm pretty sure I led with Corviknight, which I did. She was awesome. I was like, okay. I was like, if this is Scarf, it shouldn't do much. Yeah, I eat that. So I'm just gonna go for a big U-turn here. Is my play, and now I'm like, okay, 33. That's either like a min roll, like a max roll, or what? Because I don't know. Then U-turn does 49, and I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, well, that's defensive, yeah. Yeah, that's half. I don't think that's timid. I think that's modest then. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is modest. So that's like a mineral modest. I'm sorry about that, I guess. So I go to Zarude because I'm like, okay, Zarude can kind of handle anything can handle any hit. Yeah, Zarude can handle any hits. I'm just gonna go for a U-turn. And then I go Starmie here, predicting them to go for like U-turn or go into Crook, because like Noivern, like U-turn onto Starmie can be pretty like I was like, okay, I live with Draco. I could just Rapid Spin and go for Ice Beam, and if they'll speed me, I guarantee no, their Scarf, which is good info. So U-turn comes out into Heracross. I go for Rapid Spin here, and I'm like, okay, can I Oko is the question, because like, let's see, Heracross, Mega. I'm like, it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so close. It can actually kill, and I'm like, oh wait, if they're defensive, that's not gonna be good. Yeah, I'm like, okay, if they're bulk, I don't kill. And then I'm like, okay, 75, they are bulk, so that's not good. And Shoko picks up the kill because it's a Mega Heracross. I just go into Zard and just click Dragon Claw to knock out this thing, because I don't need to get greedy and get Dragon Dance when he goes for Rock Blast, because if I went for Charizard and he went for Rock Blast, I was gone. So I didn't want that. So yeah. Now I go Corby on this thing. So it's defensive, which I kind of expected. Yeah, my lefty can knock off, which is unfortunate. Knock off again. I just go for Defog, just to get rid of the rocks for Zard. As we know, we can't have rocks here for Zard. Then I'm like, ooh, it's Helmet Crook, interesting. And then I'm just like, okay, I click close combat and I kill something. So this Indeedee is just gone. And then here comes the threat. I'm like, oh no, here comes the Mewtwo. And I'm like, this thing kind of just kills my entire team because, look, I go into Zarude because I'm like, okay, if it's not Life Orb, I'm like, okay, this Zarude is my check. See, it's my check. You see how much damage? That's insane. But yeah, I'm like, okay, this is my check, and then I'm like, oh no, that's Calm Mind. I'm like, oh no, yeah, that's a guaranteed death for Zarude. Yeah, that's crazy how Life Orb Flamethrower can honestly just destroy my only answer to Mewtwo, which is not good. Because now I kind of just lose. Because I don't have a Mewtwo answer. See, the thing is, the only types that resist Psychic are Steel and Dark. And my Steel type is Corviknight, which doesn't take a Flamethrower. And my Dark was Zarude, which is a Grass type. So, I kind of just got... This matchup was hard for me because it was Mewtwo and oh yeah, here. I misplayed here. I still want one for Tailwind here. I had Tailwind here. If I went for Tailwind here, I would have been good. Yeah, if I went for Tailwind here, I honestly just won. Because, Tailwind would have been very good here. I would have just won because I would have been able to bring Marshadow. And as you see, if I went for Tailwind there, I wouldn't have had to sack my Nidoqueen. Because I'm gonna get two things that die. And I wouldn't have to sack my Marshadow. So, like, that's the unfortunate thing. Yeah, this kind of this is for my team, yeah. So, let's kind of think what would happen if I did go with Tailwind. If I went for Tailwind, he would have used Flamethrower and knocked me out. I would have went into Nidoqueen, because he would not have had to resist. I would have went for, like, Ice Beam, I guess. If he catch Noivern, I guess. Or Sludge for the Sylveon. It would have been a moment. I honestly would have went for Sludge Wave just because Quick Resist, but honestly, yeah, I don't think it would have mattered because Quick would have knocked out Nidoqueen with Earthquake. Same with Zardan, and Marshall would have picked up another kill. But yeah, I did not have much from Mewtwo. See, the only reason Zard lived was because no terrain was up. If terrain was up, Zard still died, so that was not good. So yeah, that's gonna be week 1. I roost here just because I don't really know. I was kind of predicting a knockoff, but they go for Earthquake. So yeah, GG to my opponent. I feel like I played well for a week 1 game. So getting through week 1 is not bad in my opinion. So yeah, Mewtwo is scary, and yes, so that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my Subtitle Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.